Today is the supermoon. In what month are we in? July. Sirius Stargate opened up on July 7th. So 7/7 opened opened my dork portal apparently because I'm just super dorkfish excited and have no idea why exactly, except that just this overwhelming sense of peace, wonderful, okay, cool. The supermoon is today, but check back to 7/7 was that Sirius Stargate, which is the beginning of a whole lot of very transformational energy, right? From July 7th all the way through until we get to the Lion's Gate on 8/8, man, there's a lot of activity. And this year, last year we had a solar eclipse. This year we have we've had huge burps from the sun, and we had a little crack in the magnetosphere for about 13 hours just a couple of days ago. And then today is the supermoon in Cancer. So, I mean, so many things. I could feel this sense as I was reading a little bit about it and looking at the new Webb telescope pictures and seeing deep space that's, 186 billion light years away or something ridiculous. That my mind, when I read it yesterday, I was dorking out over those pictures of, wow, look at all the millions of galaxies, how cool is this? When I was looking at that and thinking, what, that by the time, we would visualize anything like that, it would have taken however many billions of years to get to us, So to me, that translated almost immediately to that's ancient knowledge that when we're getting those frequencies coming in, especially when there's a big crack in the magnetosphere, let's use that to our advantage then and send these Earth citizens some really great juju that's going to shake up their paradigm and wake up their world in a whole new way. That is the flow of cosmos, that when we plug into that, man, it opens up portals of new understanding and new ways of being that can release all of the old toxicity and garbage. It's just going to burn it off. And, we might get scorched in that. I mean, truly, we're going to get scorched perhaps in that because, we're kind of playing with fire. However, as we learn to really use these energies and really allow them to come in, it's a little bit scary to all of a sudden have this I'm so excited. And it can be a little bit intimidating because that energy, I don't always know that it's going to be, some great feeling. Sometimes it's just that bubbling up. And if I'm not real careful, I can possibly get tricked into believing that that's anxiety. And oh no, I have something to worry about. And because for quite some time, I have had something to worry about in my mind, of course, in my etheric space and in my spiritual practice, I know, that, I've got nothing to worry about. I'm fine. My human has to translate that into something I can work with, which is not always, it's just fine. Let it go. Surrender, release and let go. Go with the flow. It can be a little challenging to do that. And especially when frequency's coming in, it's big energy. We have so many planets right now that are in retrograde. And we just came out of Mercury retrograde, and like 4 or 5 other planets that are still hanging there, and they're biggies that hang for a long time. I think Saturn is not due to leave until October or something. And so, we've got all these gifts of the universe that are here, and if we don't know how to really appropriately manage that or perceive that as a good thing, it can be kind of overwhelming. But this morning, I kind of went with it because I just didn't have any choice. I just started laughing. I mean, I started feeling that and I was like, oh God, what is that? And then it was like, I started laughing because I'm reading about, all of these things having to do with being a full moon in Capricorn, which, I didn't really study too much about it. Sometimes I do. It's just what spirit leads me to do. And I was not led to really investigate what that full moon could bring or would bring with the energy that it's, carrying. I didn't really investigate that too closely. I knew it was supermoon, going to be a biggie, and I could feel that, and spirit just dropped in and said, hey, go look at that right now, and then go and watch that particular person, because I'm not, it was an astrology reader, I'm not that sign. However, something said, look at that right quick. And I didn't watch the whole reading. I got to the first few minutes of it where she was talking about a specific song, Spaceman, I think, I Can't Come Traveling or something like that. I'll put the reference to that down below if I upload this to YouTube. But when she said that, I thought, Okay, I better look that up right quick because there's a reason that I would be looking at a sign that I really don't have any association with, and I don't do a whole lot of that cross watching stuff, because I want to be out living my life, not spooky spying to see what other people are doing. But I did catch that. I thought, that's catching me. And that song was, oh my goodness, I couldn't stop laughing all the way through it, in between, kind of crying a little bit of just the beauty and the synchronicity of not just, Mother Nature, other Earth citizens, the synchronicity related here to Earth itself, but plugging into the bigger cosmic picture and understanding that we are all interconnected and it's way more than just limited to right here on Earth. And to me, that's a saving grace. It gives me something that's very nourishing to my soul to be able to anchor in with, oh yeah, we're all connected here on the earth, and we have so much more that we're connecting to and we can connect to. And for every bit that we reach into that quantum field and say, oh my goodness, please, Starman, come, and show me how that works and grow me, know me, a divinity, all realms of that. I'm so glad that I can see and discern, what that is, so that I'm not too afraid to carry that energy. That's an upgrade, baby. Take it. Because, the universe is not throwing, nasty stuff my direction. It can kind of feel that way whenever I'm not sure what is this. And upgrades, when they happen, sometimes are funky and they do weird stuff to my body, neurologically, because I have an underlying disorder that can kind of make me twitch weird. And so I felt a little bit of that, but most of that junk, it already kind of passed. Not saying it couldn't happen again, but I've had some episodes that just, wow, this is really uncomfortable and I don't like this. And, that kind of settled in, and okay. And I'm not sure I want to ascend if it's going to do this every time. But, being willing to go with it, willing to say, this is God flow. And if I trust and I know that what I'm plugging into is truly God flow, then I gotta let go. But this morning, it really just happened so fast. The avalanche of, and it can sound absurd and insane, and I don't care, because man, yesterday and the day before, it was just a couple of rough days. And so I'm considering this to be a beautiful gift of the universe that, it doesn't have to be hard. It does not have to be difficult. We as humans, we learned and we're programmed to do things the hard way because of, believing more in what faces were telling us instead of telling ourselves and others that, hold on a second, I need to get my intel from right in here, and when I get myself all pulled together right here, then I can talk to you without fear. It's what we're learning. We're learning the new paradigm, and I'm just so happy to be sitting here and able to lessen the fear, walk without it, because it's unnecessary. 808, I can create. And how can I create is really what I want to know, because we can all create. It's just, how can I create and what do I want to create? And I'm getting clearer and clearer and clearer about that. And I imagine everybody else around the world that's paying attention to that kind of stuff is getting clear too, because that's just where we are in the cosmic ordering of this, is that planet Earth is reshaping, rejiggering and refiguring and retooling and reschooling, and all Earth citizens, as Earth is upgrading and healing, people are being called, you have to do that too. And anybody that doesn't want to, they might be softening up their edges right now, especially with this full moon, that, it might be softening up the edges for quite a number of people to just say, oh, I don't have to do it that way. Nah, it's a matter of hanging out in places where you're not going to be smacked hard for everything you've ever done that was wrong or bad, and be willing to extend that same courtesy and genuine compassion and forgiveness to another person that, oh yeah, I've done terrible things, and if I keep running away from them, I'm not going to be able to. I couldn't anyway. I'm not going to be able to, because every time that a lunar eclipse comes by, or a solar eclipse, or Mercury retrograde, or Saturn, or Jupiter, or whatever, whoever decides to come in and say, hey, yo, Kate, you got this? Don't wait. Get it right now. Don't wait. And that intention of release and let go and surrender my ego, man. goodness gracious, that's been a struggle for the last few days of, I don't want to let go because I don't believe that you're really doing this well. And that's just the last dying vestiges of an old paradigm, that anytime that comes up like that has to be dealt with, because I don't want it to take me down inadvertently where, I'm starting to feel the agitation and possibly miss the whole giggle and fun of it. Instead get wrapped up in, oh no, and it's because I might be feeling still the same guilt and shame and all of that other people want to throw my way with blame, or I might be wanting to do that the other direction. And this full moon, beautiful. I saw the precursor of it last night, as it was rising, and it was absolutely stunning and gorgeous. And I knew, oh man, tonight, that's definitely all day. It's going to be speaking and throwing beautiful magic my way that, I want to plug into that and play. I'm done with let's stop doing things the hard way. And I wanted that before. It's just sometimes you got to do work before you can play there, baby doll. You don't get to do recess before you do trig, because nobody would ever come back to trig. So let's get our homework done first and then go play. So I'm super excited that I don't know what the day is going to bring. However, I have really good high hopes and motivation to keep it going with where am I going with this and who am I going to watch just unfold their mystery, their magic, and share in the joy of that, and have my own, whether anybody else witnesses it or not. I'm thrilled to finally feel a sense of relief, and can't guarantee how long that's going to happen and all of that. Live in the moment of just so grateful to be right here. So I'm going to leave it with that and just marinate in these juices for however long we can anchor that in. That's good stuff. It's anchoring me into my skin better and better and better. And I begin each step with more, more intention and more clear discernment about which way I'm going to meet my goals. It's a good time to burn off all the bull and get to the raw meat of, okay, I did my homework and now what? So thank you very much for visiting my channel. I hope you have a beautiful day, and may you enjoy and embrace all of the beautiful energy that this buck moon is bringing. Bucking and a kicking, bucking and a kicking in the right way, that I'm not bucking against it. Do your homework, Kate. Don't wait, because the full moon's tomorrow. That's what I heard yesterday, and I didn't want to play like that, and I had no idea. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divinity. Thank you for bringing it right to me and making it so clear and obvious right in my ear. Thank you. Living without fear as much as possible everywhere I can. I'm going to celebrate that and say thank you. And tell the universe I appreciate what's happening right there, and guess what, it's going to send me even more. So dorkfish dancing, I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourselves and get within, baby, because what's within your skin is your divine, and your divine, it is totally fine. Just get in there and greet it and say, full moon, baby, let's buck it up. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you again next time. Be well, friends. Bye-bye.